everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is very exciting because I am going to pick up my new car. So now that I'm becoming a mum of two, I needed a car with more space. So the car that I currently drive was once my dream car. I absolutely love it. If we were not having baby number two, I would not be getting rid of it. We've got 2 years left on like the PCP finance deal, but luckily we have got a really good price for it, and we've managed to just kind of do like a trade for trade without having to put any more money into it. And I found a car that is technically bigger. It's got a lot more boot space. In fact, it's nearly twice the size, the boot size, and there's just more space in like the back seats and stuff. So yeah, we needed a car with a bigger boot. So this video is not like, oh my god, I'm upgrading my car, like I've got so much money. Do you know, like it's not a show off video at all. It's literally just, we're pretty much getting a like for like car. If not, well, the car that we're getting is actually technically cheaper than what I drive now. It's just a lot more practical, but it's still a very, very nice car. I'm actually quite sad to be saying goodbye to my car. I do absolutely love it, but one, as I say, it's just not that practical. It's more of a sporty mum car rather than a practical mum car. Two, it's a diesel, and I've just realised I really do not need to drive a diesel car. It sits on the drive a lot. I just take Casper to nursery, come home, go to the supermarket, come home. I do not do long journeys at all, so that is kind of a waste. Diesel's expensive as well, isn't it? So we wanted a petrol car, and because we've been able to trade it in without having to like pay a penny, then it's worked out really well. But I just thought I'd turn it into a video. So I test drove the car last week, so I'm going to attach the clips now of when I test drove it. My battery's literally about to die, so I'm going to have to charge it before I go pick this car up. So yeah, I'll attach the clips of when I went to test drive, and then we will go and pick up the new car. Hi everyone, so I am actually just en route to go and test drive my new car. So this is really random and a bit like the whole house thing. We realised that we kind of need a new car if we're going to have 2 kids. So we just started looking last week, thinking, you know, we've got till October, it's fine, and we have a lot of equity in our car, so which is obviously a good sign, which means we can use our car as a hefty deposit towards a new car, which never really happens with PCPs. Usually you're either like flat rate and you've got no money in your car, or you're actually minus, but we've actually got quite a lot of equity, and that's with the car being damaged as well. There's quite a lot of damage down the left hand side of the car from when Josh crashed in the snow in March, and I took my friend's wall out and we've never got it repaired. So yeah, I'm off to test drive my new car. It's come from Hertfordshire. It's basically mine unless I say today that I don't want it. So the reason why we're getting a new car is because I absolutely love this car. We've only had it for 2 years. It's only 2 years old. It was brand new. It is such a beautiful, sexy car. It was my dream car, and I'm actually really gutted to be letting it go, but it just has a really small boot because it's a coupe. So it's a 4x4, but it's classed as a coupe. The boot is basically cut in half compared to most cars. So I think it's a 300 litre boot, and the new car is a 550 litre boot. So it's nearly 300 litres bigger. And like, for example, we went to Wales in June and this car was full to the brim, and that was with 1 car seat in the back. So if we have Casper in the back and baby in the back, we're literally not going anywhere. We're probably going to have to take 2 cars if we went anywhere. So it's just not practical. As much as I love it, it was fine for 1 child, even though saying that, it wasn't actually, because our pram, when we had the carry cot, didn't even fit in the boot. With the actual frame of the pram and the carry cot didn't fit in the boot, we had to put the carry cot on the front seat and I would sit in the back, or vice versa. I would sit in the front and the carry cot would be on the back seat. Even though we're not using a pram like that this time, you've obviously got to think there'll be 2 car seats in the back, there will be a double pram in the back, and then if we go to the supermarket, it's just not big enough anyway. So I wouldn't even say it's big enough for 1 child, which is probably quite a stupid thing to say, because I know that some people get by with like a 3-door car and a tiny boot, but it's just not as big as what you would think. It's a very long car, but it's just not that big. There's not even that much room in the back. So yeah, I'm going to test drive a new car. The only reason why I'm on my own is because we were both going to go and we realised we didn't even have our driver's licences on us. So we've had to come all the way home to come and get my driver's licence, to go back into kind of where we've just been. And I just said to Josh, Casper will have been in the car all day, so you're going to have to just stay at home with him, because it's not really fair. He will have literally been, and if we then went home to get my driver's licence and then went all the way back into town, he would have been in the car for like 3-4 hours today, which is just not very fair at all. So I'm actually just going to test drive on my own. So yeah, hopefully I like it, and this might be part of a new car vlog. So the car's not like a massive upgrade. In fact, it's not really an upgrade at all. It's probably a slight downgrade, but it's still a beautiful car. And you know what, I'm just really not that bothered anymore. I feel like once you've driven a nice car and you've got kids, you just realise that there's more to life than having a better car every time you get a new car, if that makes sense. It's just, I don't know. Obviously, you know, we'd all love, I would love like a Jeep Wrangler or a G-Wagon, but I'm not in that position right now. I'd love a Range Rover Sport, but I'm just really not that bothered. So I'm not in the position to be buying those cars, so I'm not really bothered about anything else. So yeah, we will go and see the new car. We'll go and test drive it. I've heard it's beautiful. So this car is gunmetal grey and the new car is white. I did used to have a white Nissan Juke before I had this, so I am excited to have a white car again. I feel like white cars are very feminine, very nice, and sort of, yeah, nice girly feminine cars. But we will catch up soon.
I'm not gonna play nice, I'll be the witch you tell your friends about. I'm the crazy ex-girl you pretend you don't know, cause you know I could ruin your life. Rumor has it you have someone new, she'll regret you like a bad tattoo, cause you'll never change, you'll always stay the same.
So I've just picked up my new car, and yeah, I've just left the showroom, I've left the garage, and it's so weird driving a new car. I don't know about anyone else, but it takes me a few days, I think, to get used to driving a new car. Even though most cars now, especially when they're automatic, they're all so similar, aren't they? But I just find it really difficult to like pick it up and get used to it. Like the clutch control and everything is obviously different than the last car. So also the tripod is not fitting in this car like it did in my last one. So if you can see that my head is starting to disappear, then that is why. I was gonna do a like driving Q&A sort of thing. Sorry, I've just had to pull in and sort the camera out because I just really couldn't do it. It's probably gonna fall off again when it's set off. But yeah, in the new car I was gonna do a driving Q&A, and then I realised that I'd have to get my phone out to do that and drive. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to McDonald's. Probably shouldn't be doing that in the new car. And just have a little bit of a catch up. I think my camera is actually going to die, so this could be a really, really bad video. It could be a 10-minute long one, it could be a 20-minute long one, so we'll see. So I'm nearly at the drive-thru, so I'm literally just going to pull in now, grab some food, and then just drive home with you guys, and yeah, have a little bit of a quick catch up, quick chat, quick pregnancy update kind of thing. And obviously talk about the new car as well. Hi, could I have a barbecue and bacon chicken crispy wrap, please?
Yeah, as a meal or as a
As a meal, please.
Yeah,
Have you got any of the pink lemonade?
What, the raspberry lemonade?
Well, the frozen lemonade, yeah. Yeah. Can I have that, please?
Anything else?
That's it, thank you.
Alright, then,
Thank you. I've just got a wrap of the day because I thought it wasn't that messy, and then I'll eat my chips when I get home. I said I was going to keep this car really nice and clean, but I feel like you say that about every car. I don't know if anyone else is the same, but yeah, I never keep it clean because I've got a toddler and I'm going to have another baby on the way. But I can't believe how spacious it is in the back. When I look in the back, obviously Casper's not been in it yet. His car seat is in, but he's not in the car because I had to transfer the car seats when I was at the garage. But when I look in the back, it just feels so much more spacious. I don't actually know if it's a bigger car, as in like width or length, but it must be because it just feels bigger. Like even the passenger seat, just it looks like there's more leg room, and then there's definitely more room in the back where the car seats are slash where Casper's car seat is, and then the boot is twice the size. So basically I've gone from a Mercedes GLC coupe. I reckon if I had a Mercedes GLC it would have been fine, I would have kept it, but the fact it was a coupe was the bad idea because that just cut the boot in half and it was a tiny boot. But I don't know if the actual GLC is the same size inside as what the coupe is. And I've now got a Volkswagen Tiguan R. It's a really beautiful car. It's a year old and it's come from Hertfordshire. I can't remember if I said this on my test driving vlog because I filmed that last week and I can't remember what I said. But the car is now mine, so I have a new car. I will miss driving that Mercedes, I'm not gonna lie. It was a beautiful car, it was once my dream car. I absolutely loved it, but it's time for me to be more practical, and this is definitely just a more practical car. We can definitely go on longer journeys in it without having to feel like we're literally piling stuff on top of our heads. It's also got like a roof rack, it's got the bars, so we could actually attach a roof storage to it if we wanted to. I'm just going to take another bite of my wrap. So yeah, if anyone is looking to swap their car and they're like finance PCP's not up, just try your luck, because we actually had quite a lot of equity in our Mercedes because of the sort of times that we're in with cars. There's a lot of money in used cars, but because we had equity in the last one, it kind of meant we could trade in before we needed to or we were meant to without having to pay an extra penny. So yeah, if you're kind of looking at swapping your car because you need more size or you want to even downgrade, for example, I would definitely look into it, because we were very surprised at how much money we had in that last car. But yeah, I'll stop talking cars now. Pregnancy wise, I'm 26.5 weeks, I can't actually believe it. The last vlog I filmed was obviously my my birthday vlog, which was 2 weeks ago now. And we're going to Ibiza, so we literally go to Ibiza in like 3 days. I can't believe it. I really need to go home and pack. I'm so excited, but I'm also so anxious to leave Casper. But I just know that we're ready for a break. Like, me and Josh really need this, especially before the new baby comes. I just think it's gonna be so nice to just leisurely get up, have a lie-in, go for breakfast without like someone throwing beans across the table or sausages on the floor. Just do things at our own pace. Obviously going on holiday with your kids is amazing and it's just so nice to see how happy they are, but I do think you also need that time on your own. So I'm really excited for that, and obviously I'm going to be vlogging it as well. So that's super exciting. The only thing is I'm the only person insured in this car at the minute, because we've got the 5-day free insurance that you get when you get a new car, and I didn't put Josh on it because I just couldn't be bothered to like sort it out. I just had my driver's license in front of me and I just did it that way, whereas I'd needed to get all Josh's information. So I've just realised that I'm going to have to drive to the airport at 3 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning. which is fun and games, isn't it? But I'm gonna have to do it. But I do feel quite guilty this pregnancy. I think everyone will be the same with second pregnancies, but I've hardly taken any bump pictures. I just feel like I'm not as invested in it at all. By this point with Casper, I think I'd pretty much finished the nursery. I think his furniture was up. I was starting to add clothes into the drawers. This baby's got clothes in bags, that is it. There's no furniture in her room, but we have got new carpets coming after Ibiza. And as soon as them new carpets are down, the nursery furniture is going into her room, and Casper's new furniture will be getting ordered, so I can start putting like all her little clothes away, and I can start ordering more clothes. I've not actually ordered that much because I've got nowhere to put it, so it kind of just feels like a waste of space. It's just a waste of time me ordering stuff for it to just live in bags on the floor. Obviously the house isn't in order either, so that doesn't help because I'm not taking pictures because the house is a mess behind me. There's stuff all over the floor. Our clothes are in bags and boxes. There's only one mirror in the house. It's in our bedroom, but our bedroom is a mess until this new carpet comes. But yeah, I just don't feel as invested into the pregnancy at all. I know that I'm super blessed to be pregnant. Obviously I'm buzzing that I'm pregnant, and I'm hopefully going to get to meet another little child of ours, but I just feel like it is just not the same. I just think your first pregnancy should be cherished with every inch of its life, because you just have all the time and effort in the world to, like, I don't know, journal it, take loads of pictures, write about it, take videos, make photo albums. I only made it, although saying that, I only made a photo album of Casper's pregnancy just before we moved house, and I do really want to do one this time, but then I don't think I've taken a bump picture for like 3 weeks. I'm going to try and take quite a few in Ibiza. What I'm going to do is just like wear different outfits and try and take a few different outfit pictures in Ibiza. I tell you what, the brakes are so much more sensitive in this car than our last car, which is obviously a good thing. I did feel like the brakes were quite rubbish in our last car actually. I had to proper slam on, like shove my foot down. This car also has that thing that when you go over a line, it pulls you over. I don't know how to turn it off. I'm gonna have to try and work that out. I've got loads of things to do. I need to attach my phone through to the Bluetooth. I need to just figure out like the radio stations, add in my favourite radio stations to like the dashboard. But yeah, it's a bit annoying because when you're overtaking cars that are like parked up and you obviously cross the line, it's like pulling me back in. Or even a cyclist, like I went round a cyclist when I left the garage and it like pulled me back in. So it's a little bit annoying. But so far I am really loving it. So it'll be interesting to even see what Casper thinks to the new car, because he loves getting in my car and he always says mummy's car, mummy driving. So hopefully he'll soon get used to the fact that mummy's car is now white and not grey. But I do think he'll have a lot more room in the back than what I had before, because we rear face Casper, and even with his car seat it's currently like facing that way, but I did rear face it when I put it in, and it wasn't touching the back of the seat, and there's still loads of leg room down there, whereas before in the old car his car seat was literally, the back of the seat was pretty much touching the back of the passenger seat, and there was still not that much leg room down at the front, and it ruined all the leather on the back of the passenger seat because I kept scraping it on the back of it. That's one thing they didn't actually pick up on, and it's one thing I've only just remembered that we'd done to it. So yeah, that's all fun and games. I think I will do a pregnancy Q&A though. So if you want me to do a pregnancy Q&A, please let me know. I'm actually running out of ideas to do with YouTube videos. I felt at first like I was really like, when I found out I was pregnant, I was like, oh, I've got so many ideas for like videos, and suddenly I just don't have any. But I think it's because the house is just upside down. Like I really, obviously I have got a video of decorating the nursery, and that's one of my jobs for today. I really need to finish decorating the nursery before we go on holiday, because the new carpets are coming the day after we get back, so I literally do not have any time between now and then to do it, so I need to finish that off today. So that will be a video, but it won't be coming for a few weeks because obviously we need the new carpet down, and then I need to put the furniture in, and then I need to start doing bits on the wall and decorations and stuff. Are we much closer to a name? I'm not really sure. I've told Josh that Ibiza is going to literally be like a naming holiday, and that we need to come up with our top 3 names, and like they need to be like set in stone solid names, and then when she's born we will decide which one she's going to be. So I don't know, I feel like I've got one name that I am really favouring, but I don't want to like fully set it in stone because I don't want to lose interest in the name, and I don't want to oversay it because I feel like that's quite easy to do. I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again, I just find naming a child so difficult. Also, I had my nails done the other day for Ibiza. These are my Ibiza nails. I've gone for like that gorgeous bright green colour. I actually prefer where the camera is compared to where I could sit it in the old car. I do need a proper camera tripod though. It would make my life a lot easier. Might actually get one ordered on Amazon Prime. I've ordered some new books for my holiday as well. Just remembered when I said Amazon Prime. So I've got them coming by a lady called Colleen Hoover. I've never heard of her before, but apparently she's amazing at writing, and her books are really, really good. So I'm looking forward to reading a book on holiday. I'm actually determined within that 3.5 days to finish a book. So we'll see if I manage to do that or not. But I think I should be. Like, we are just planning on fully chilling. Like, there's no point doing much of anything else because we're going on holiday to relax and to just like rejuvenate and rest. So we might do like the odd sort of hour out of the hotel in like the daytime, find a nice cafe to sit in, have a nice coffee, have a little bit of lunch. I did suggest to Josh about hiring a Jeep in Ibiza and driving around some of the beaches, but then I thought we do only have 2.5 actual days there. And because we want to chill, we'll just have to see, because obviously we're used to not chilling on holiday now. The last 2 holidays we've had have been not chilling at all holidays, so we'll just have to see what we're kind of used to / want to do. We might get there on Saturday late morning, early afternoon and chill, and then just be like, oh my god, we cannot do this for 2 more days, like it's so boring. So we're just gonna have to see. I fully feel like I'm just waffling on here, but I don't know what else to talk about. I feel like it's something else that you need to be updated on, but I don't know what it is. So yeah, our new carpets are coming in 2 weeks. Then once they're in, that's pretty much most of the house stuff done. We can start buying more furniture. We can start buying wardrobes. We don't have to live out of boxes on the floor. We just don't want to buy loads of furniture before having new carpets, because then obviously you've got more furniture to move, because they're coming across 2 days, so we have to move all of our furniture into different rooms across those 2 days. So for example, I think they're going to do like the landing, the nursery and Casper's room, so all the furniture out of Casper's room will have to be moved into like one of the other rooms, and then when they come and do our room and the spare room, all that furniture is going to have to be moved into the nursery and Casper's room or downstairs. So obviously if we were to have like more wardrobes and stuff than what we've got, it would just be a lot more effort. So we've held off, and that's why we've held off. And then obviously we held off on carpets so that we could decorate, but we are finally getting new carpets next week, so I'm really, really happy about that. And I just feel like the house will feel a lot more homely, and I'll be less stressed. Like, I am not gonna lie, like I do feel stressed when I go home, because the house upstairs is just so upside down, and it is a known fact that your surroundings can cause stress, and they definitely are causing stress. And I know like it's kind of first world problems kind of thing, like it's obviously not a major issue. I know people live like that for years, but as someone who works from home the majority of their life or their days, it is a bit stressful when, you know, I'm stressed at home. I don't even know why I've ordered this to talk to you guys, because I've hardly even eaten it and it's now going cold, but it's a good job the McDonald's wraps taste okay cold, isn't not spilled any of it, which is a good sign. That's why I've saved my chips for when I get home, because I didn't want to dip my chips in the dip and spill dip on my seats. So these seats, I wasn't 100% into this pattern. The last car had full leather seats. They were proper like sporty bucket seats. These are quite sporty bucket seats because obviously it is an R, which is like their sporty kind of range, but it's just this pattern. I'm not really feeling it, but when I'm sat in the car and Josh is sat in the car and there's 2 car seats in the back, you can't really see it. And then you've obviously got this like really nice suede material here, and you do have leather headrests. So it is nice. The interior, I would say, is exactly the same as like standard as the Mercedes. It's just the seats, so it's just this pattern. It reminds me of like my grandparents' cars back in the day. I've also got a frozen lemonade from McDonald's, which I've completely forgotten about. So I'm gonna go now. I'm nearly at home, so I'm obviously gonna go home and eat my chips. I'm actually just gonna sit and edit this video straight away because I've not uploaded a video for like 10 days, and then I'm going to Ibiza, so I'm not going to be uploading a video until I get back from Ibiza. And the next vlog you'll see after this one will be our Ibiza vlog. I've only just realised as well that Ibiza is pretty much going to be a baby moon vlog, which is so exciting. Josh would not let me call it a baby moon, but it technically is, even though it was a birthday present. It is a baby moon. I'm going to be 27 weeks pregnant when we go. When we went on our last baby moon, I was 19 weeks pregnant, I think, and we were in the midst of a pandemic happening, so it'll be very different to just going chill this time, and hopefully not have many worries back home. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I do hope you enjoyed my video. Please let me know if you have any questions on the Volkswagen Tiguan. I know I've only had it 24 hours, but by the time, well, 2 hours, by the time I upload the video, I should hopefully be able to answer more questions. But I think the best thing to do about cars is to actually just Google and compare. So I literally Googled my old car and this and put comparisons, and it came up with like all the differences. So like the difference in boot size and stuff like that, the difference in engine size. This car in general is going to be cheaper to run as well than the Mercedes, which is also a good thing, because who doesn't want something that's cheaper to run? But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video.